Ethereum has been pumping this week, and so has Vitalik. Well, at least that's what I thought because I saw this comment. It's because they say the clip of Vitalik at the club, and then we see this clip, and it's so grainy in 2025 that I don't really believe that this is Vitalik. It could be, not 100% sure, but that's not necessarily why Ethereum has been pumping, because we're going to get into all those details in this video. I'm Dan. I make crypto content easy and understandable, so stick around for the whole thing if you want that breakdown and why I think Ethereum is a pretty good investment right now. And that's not financial advice, it's just someone thinking something is good. As of May 7, Ethereum has done the Pectra upgrade. I know they have kind of strange naming conventions, but Pectra is a merge of two different words that they use for different upgrades they had planned, and that was a combination of the words Prague, which is a city, and Electra, typically a city and some other term. I know that's not helpful, but the helpful thing is if Ethereum pumps, we have alt season, because a lot of different cryptocurrencies are paired against ETH. So if ETH pumps, that drives value into a lot of other projects, and when ETH starts pumping, people start speculating into those other projects. So this is kind of good for everybody to see ETH pump, but we want to understand what's going on. So we're going to take a look at this tweet from Ethereum, just Ethereum, the organization, and it's a guest thread by BingyX, who kind of breaks things down really nicely. The merge for the protocol, Pectra is for the people. For years, upgrades made Ethereum work better. Pectra makes Ethereum feel better. It's like Ethereum's glow up, so there are some experience enhancements. So what's new in Pectra? A lot. There's fewer clicks, smarter wallets, cheaper transactions, and cleaner staking. So fewer clicks, no more approve and confirm loops. This has been very annoying. As someone who uses Sui, you don't have that. You just have confirm or approve transaction. It's one click, it's a smoother experience, and Ethereum is trying to be more competitive by making sure there's less friction in the process. So no more double signing for every action, because you have to approve something, then you can swap something, and you hit confirm so many different times. Pectra reduces how many clicks it takes to do what you want. Now, smarter wallets, these are wallets used to just hold keys. Now they get a brain. Pectra lets normal wallets act like smart contracts. You can batch transactions, skip approval pop-ups, pay gas in any token, so you don't have to worry about having ETH. You can pay with any token you have available, and I see this being rolled out to all the layer 2 blockchains as well, just because they're built on top of Ethereum and they can benefit from a lot of these enhancements. Cheaper transactions. Pectra upgrades Ethereum's ability to handle data, more blobs, better scaling for L2s, lower costs, especially during high traffic, so we won't see gas skyrocket when the network gets busy. Pectra doesn't just make Ethereum bigger, it makes it smoother, smarter, and mainstream ready. ETH staking upgraded. Alright, this doesn't really apply to most of us. We use liquid staking services, we try to earn yield in other platforms, but this is for more of the advanced ETH users who have the funds to set up staking. So staking becomes more flexible and efficient. It raises the validator cap from 32 to 2048 ETH. I mean, 32 ETH is a lot already. If you got 2048 ETH, good for you, and I hate you, but good for you. Faster deposit recognition, smart contract enabled withdrawals, less overhead, more control for validators and stakers. So that's kind of like less than 1% of the people that can actually run these and afford to put that much in there. 7, unlocking $490 billion of potential. Ethereum already secures $490 billion in assets, but too often that value sits locked behind a clunky user experience. Pectra changes that. It makes those assets easier to move, use, and experience. Upgrading a decentralized network that secures billions is like swapping an airplane engine mid-flight. It takes hundreds of devs and years of work with dozens of teams working as one. Pectra is proof that Ethereum moves, and it moves together. And this time, it moves for you. Pectra is Ethereum remembering what it's for, not just for resilience, not just for scale, for users, for the world. Now that's all just to say that Ethereum is trying to stay competitive. They're building, they're improving the experience, and they're making it more accessible to everybody, which is great. Now a lot of these improvements are going to roll down to all the layer 2 blockchains as well, but Ethereum price-wise has struggled in the last few years. It hasn't really improved that much compared to Bitcoin, which continues to hit new all-time highs. But I think this is the catalyst to finally fuel the green candles for Ethereum, meaning the price will go up. That is just my interpretation and my expectations, not financial advice. It is just an opinion. So right now I am actively investing in Ethereum with leverage. So that just means I'm betting more than I have so I can gain more, but I can also lose all of my investments if the price goes the wrong way. The easiest time to invest in crypto is when we're in a bull market, and investing in easy assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can get a lot of the gains with not as much risk. So let's look at some of the macro. Thomas on markets, or Tomas, great macro guy. He kind of explains what's going on. All you have to do is watch the dollar. Is it really this simple? While all the tariff growth slowed down, concerns are ongoing, it's easy to forget that the dollar has weakened massively. History strongly suggests this is bullish for risk assets, which are often on a lag. We're at the point now where the huge dollar weakening we saw in Q1 should be starting to translate into risk asset strength, and we are seeing early signs with Bitcoin rallying strongly. Bitcoin generally has a strong inverse correlation, roughly a 3-month lag to the dollar index. The chart above suggests that, should the relative inverse correlation hold, we should see Bitcoin a lot higher and soon. We're talking roughly $150,000 to $200,000 by this summer, so we could have a 50 to 100% gain in the next few months. Sounds crazy, but that's where we're at. You can't really argue with the chart. We're about to find out. Now, this is just his analysis based on the macro environment. I want to believe that. I am invested in crypto, so I'm hoping for the best. And if you want to get exposure to investing in crypto, now is the best chance to do that, because if the markets pump, it's really going to be hard to miss. Most cryptocurrencies are going to go up in price by a lot. Most projects are going to dump months after that. So this is the best time to really grow your portfolio and get those gains. So my plan right now, I'm investing in Ethereum, Bitcoin, SUI, and a couple other assets. I'm using a little bit of leverage as the markets continue to go up. And I'm trying not to get too greedy, because that's how you lose your entire portfolio. So this is just something I'm doing. If you want to learn more, follow me on socials, maybe leave a comment, engage with this video. And I'll be launching a community very soon, so watch out for that. Maybe some links already in the description. All right, with that, I hope you got some quick updates about Ethereum. Join for the weekly live streams where we answer your questions. And with that, I hope you got your full value for today.